India was born, but the journey's just begun. States and hearts needed to be as one, from princely maps to people's voice. Let's dive in the story where lines became choice. We drew the lines not to divide, but to give every tongue a place to reside. One nation, many ways to speak. Unity and voice is strong, not weak. From Andhra's fire to the whole land's fate. This is how we reorganized our state. Nation built, but the work ain't done. Partition's over, but we ain't won. Princely states joined the team, but how to draw lines, that was the dream. British made states by rule and gain. No culture, no voice, just admin and pain. But Congress said, let's change that vibe. In 1920 and not birth, they took that stride. Linguistic zones, they made the call. Not British borders, but languages tall. Yet after freedom, fears were tight. Will new states break the nation's light? We drew the lines not to divide, but to give every tongue a place to reside. One nation, many ways to speak. Unity and voice is strong, not weak. From Andhra's fire to the whole land's fate. This is how we reorganized our state. Leaders said pause, let's wait a while. Petitions wound, still raw and style. But people down south had other plans. Telugu voices rose from the lands. Andhra, that was the move. Telugu state, they had something to prove. Potti Sriramulu, peaceful and bold, went on a fast, his story unfolds. 56 days he stood so still, for Andhra state with iron will. He passed away, heart set on fire. The people rose, they wouldn't tire. Riots broke, leaders resigned. The voice of Andhra couldn't be confined. 1952, December's light. Andhra was born, a people's rights. Gandhiji once said, let the languages bloom. Don't force Hindustani into every classroom. English ain't the only way to teach. Let every tongue have its own speech. That spark in Andhra lit a flame. Other states now joined the game. The Senate said, okay, let's see. 1953 they made a SRC. The States Reorganization Commission strong, said language should lead, not right or wrong. 1956 the act got passed. 14 states, 6 UTs at last. We drew the lines not to divide, but to give every tongue a place to reside. From Gujarat to Kyrgyzstan's name. Linguistic love, not a nation's shame. Unity was strengthened, not torn apart. This is how we drew the map with heart. Let's drop some knowledge, quick and clean, for your next test or quiz routine. Gujarat from Bombay State. Haryana from Punjab, that's great. Meghalaya from Assam's core. Kyrgyzstan, Madhya Pradesh before. Affected by partition, here's your clue. Punjab and Bengal split in two. Used to be UTs, let's go. Goa and Delhi, now they glow. These lines we drew were lines of grace. These lines we drew were lines of grace. We drew the lines not to divide, but to give every tongue a place to reside. One nation, many ways to speak. Unity and voice is strong, not weak. From Andhra's fire to the whole land's fate. This is how we reorganized our state.